I built a bridge to my mother with every piece of myself I had left. Last Father's Day, I found that bridge burning in a dumpster behind her house. I didn't start the fire, but I let it burn. This is the story of the day I stopped begging to be loved. I woke up that morning with a spark in my chest, a flicker of something dangerous, hope. I'd spent weeks planning for Father's Day, not for my dad. He's been gone since I was 6, but for my mom, Clara. She raised me alone for years. Her hands rough from night shifts. Her laugh bright enough to make the world feel safe. I wanted to give her something real. So, I wrote her a letter, words scratched out in the dead of night, telling her I saw her sacrifices, that I loved her even when she pushed me away. I sealed it in a blue envelope. I carved a small wooden box by hand. Hours of sanding, my fingers raw because she used to keep trinkets in one when I was a kid. And I bought her a scarf, soft green like the one she wore when she tucked me in. I drove to her house, the gifts heavy in my hands, my heart heavier. Her place was decked out, string lights, a charcuterie board, her new family buzzing around. My stepdad Leo was grilling. My half-brother Ethan was showing off his new phone. Clara glanced up when I walked in. "Matthew, you came," she said like I was a guest who might not show. I handed her the gifts. The scarf got a quick, "Oh, pretty," before she set it aside. The box. She turned it over once, nodded, and placed it on a side table. The envelope, though, God, I pinned everything on that envelope. "It's just something I wrote," I said, my voice catching like a kid waiting for a pat on the head. She didn't open it. Leo asked about my carpentry gig, but he was already turning to Ethan's story about some college party. Ethan smirked. "What? You're writing poetry now, Matt?" Clara laughed, a sharp little sound that cut deeper than it should have. I sat there, the lemonade bitter on my tongue, the weight of that unopened envelope choking me. I kept waiting for her to pick it up, to read it, to see me. The boy who used to draw her pictures, who stayed up late to make sure she got home safe from work, but she didn't. The meal dragged on. Ethan's voice loud. Leo's jokes louder. I was fading, a shadow at their table. Then I went to take out the trash, some excuse to escape. In the alley behind the house, the dumpster lid was up, the sun slicing through the haze. And there it was. The scarf tangled in a plastic bag. The wooden box cracked like it had been dropped. The blue envelope folded unopened, half buried under coffee grounds. My love, my effort, my everything tossed out like garbage. I didn't yell. I didn't break. I just stood there, the air thick with the stink of rotting fruit and gasoline. My chest tight like I'd been punched. It wasn't just the gifts. It was every time I'd called. Every time I'd fixed their fence, paid their phone bill, smiled through Ethan's, "You're not really family jabs." Every time I told myself Clara was just busy, just tired, just building a new life with Leo and Ethan. I reached into the dumpster. My hands shook as I pulled out the scarf, the box, the envelope. I wasn't saving them for her. I was saving them for me because I couldn't let her throw me away, too. I drove home. The gifts rattling in the back seat like bones. That night, I sat in my apartment, the letter staring back at me. I didn't open it. I didn't need to. Instead, I opened my laptop. I logged into the accounts I'd been covering, Clara's car insurance, Ethan's gym membership. I cancelled them all, my fingers steady now. Then, I typed an email. "Clara, I forgot to mention there was $1,000 tucked in that envelope for Ethan's books. Hope it didn't end up in the trash." I hit send. By dawn, my phone was chaos. Clara's texts flooded in. "Matthew, what? I didn't see any money. Where's the bag?" Her voicemails shook. Panic, not regret. Leo called. "All business. This is serious. Matthew, call us back." Ethan sent a single text. "Real mature dude." I didn't answer. There was no money. But I wanted them to feel it. The cold shock of losing something they didn't even know they had. For years, I'd been the son who showed up, who gave, who swallowed their indifference like it was my job. I was done. I don't know if they'll ever see what they burned. But I'm starting to see myself. That blue envelope's in my drawer now, not as a scar, but as proof I'm worth more than their ashes. If you've ever poured yourself into someone who didn't care, tell me in the comments. How did you take your power back? Smash that like button if this hit you, and subscribe for more stories that cut deep. I've got more to say.